What if I told you a serial killer once walked the streets of Alengogo and was never caught? That he didn't just kill, he made art out of fear. And the city? It moved on, like nothing ever happened. This isn't fiction. At least, not entirely. From 1996 to 2001, young women vanished near Bar Beach of Alengogo's most vibrant nightlife hotspots. Their bodies washed up days later, carved with symbols no one could explain. The killer left no fingerprints, no witnesses, only black feathers and horror in his wake. He was never found. They called him the Bar Beach Butcher. And tonight, we dive into the chilling mystery of Alengogo's forgotten serial killer. You're watching Crimson Alengogo True Crime Stories from the shadows of our streets. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now, let's begin. Alengogo, 1996. A city pulsing with energy. A place where dreams are made and sometimes destroyed. Bar Beach was a magnet for young people. During the day, families picnicked along the shoreline. At night, it transformed music blared from beach bars. Clubs overflowed, and the ocean breeze carried both laughter and danger. It was in this nightlife haven that the nightmare began. The first victim was Alibiosu, a 26-year-old banker last seen leaving Club Mirage around 11:30 p.m. She never made it home. Her body was found 3 days later, face down in the shallow waters of the beach. Naked, throat slit, deep carvings on her back, symbols the coroner couldn't explain. Police blamed it on a robbery gone wrong. But just a few weeks later, another woman was found. Same pattern. And another, then another. By the time the city realized it was dealing with a serial killer, 5 women were dead. The victims shared eerie similarities. All were in their 20s. All disappeared near Bar Beach or the Victoria Strip. All were last seen at night, leaving a club or beach bar alone. All were found with strange carvings and a black feather in their hand. The press dubbed him the Bar Beach Butcher, and fear began to spread. Parents warned their daughters. Clubs reduced hours. Still, the killer kept striking. The 5th victim, Ojubanair, marked a turning point. Unlike the others, her body wasn't dumped in the ocean. It was left in plain sight right in the middle of the Oniyinki Expressway at dawn. It wasn't just about murder anymore. He wanted attention. The carvings on the victims' backs were unlike anything the authorities had seen. Not just random marks, they were intricate, intentional. A local professor of African history identified them as modified Nsibidi symbols, once used by secret societies for communication. But what were they saying? Each victim had a different arrangement. One spelled out purification, another judgment, another simply return. Was it a ritualistic killer? A cult? A former initiate seeking revenge? Investigators hit dead end after dead end. The trail was cold, until a survivor spoke. Her name was Ajanakoko, a 23-year-old university student. One night in 2001, she went out to celebrate her birthday at Club Vibe. She left alone at 2 a.m. to catch a cab. A black Peugeot 504 pulled up. The driver was polite, charismatic. She got in. That was the last thing she remembered before blacking out. When she woke up, she was in a dark, wet room with stone walls. She was strapped to a chair. On the walls, clippings of the previous murders. Candles. More of those symbols drawn in charcoal. The man came in calmly, whistling. He cleaned a long, curved blade as he spoke to her about cleansing the city of filth. But Ajanakoko fought back. When he leaned in to cut her dress, she grabbed a broken bottle from the floor and stabbed him in the neck. She escaped, and just like that, the murders stopped. The entire city erupted. For the first time, there was hope. Ajanakoko gave a description. Well-spoken, mid-30s, dark-skinned, slight limp, scar on his left temple. The black Peugeot was never found. No man matching her description checked into any hospital. The butcher disappeared. For years, conspiracy theories flew. He was a former cultist protected by powerful figures. He was an ex-military interrogator turned killer. He fled to Ghana or Togo using a fake passport. Some say he died from the stab wound and was buried in secret. Others believe he's still alive, watching. Ajana Coco, she left Alengogo, changed her name, and refused to speak publicly again. But in 2007, during a short trip to Igbeji, she vanished. Her hotel room was untouched, her passport left behind. The only clue, a single black feather on her bed. To this day, the Bar Beach Butcher is an unsolved mystery. Some say the killings were part of a spiritual cleansing, a dark ritual spanning decades. Others believe he was just a man broken, brilliant, and dangerous. Either way, his legacy lingers. The Bar Beach area was redeveloped, but locals still swear they see things, shadows walking the shore after midnight, whispers in the wind, a limp figure watching from afar. And in 2019, a woman's body was found in Calabar, carved, feather in hand. Same symbols. Coincidence? Or a return? Serial killers aren't just the stuff of American documentaries. They've walked among us, hidden behind the mask of everyday people, doctors, teachers, drivers, strangers. The Bar Beach Butcher may be gone, or maybe he never left. Thanks for watching Crimson Alengogo. If you want more forgotten crimes, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.